What's cooking, BookTube? It's Patrick Campion. Welcome to my channel, Beg, Steal, or Borrow Books. Today we're going to be doing a review on the novel Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. Um, this is currently a television series on PBS Masterpiece. So this is a novel written by the creator and the writer of that program. So it pretty much moves along the same lines of some of the first episodes of the television show is contained in this novel. Excellent read, but first I'm going to start off with a short synopsis of the book itself, and I'm going to be doing that today in GIF file format, so I'm calling it a Gif-Nopsis. It's 1837. Alexandrina Victoria Coburg is the niece of the current English king, William IV. Now, he's not a very popular king for a variety of reasons. One day, this uncle king of hers died, and at 18 years old, Alexandrina becomes Queen Victoria I. She was very excited. After being hidden away from society at Kensington Palace, she was finally going to be able to wear clean queen clothes and start strutting around with a queen scepter. There was going to be lots of parties and balls, and everybody was going to be dancing. But really, she quickly finds out it's going to be a lot of friggin' work. And let's be honest, nobody likes that. After being shuttered away by her mother, the Duchess of Kent, and her mother's quote-unquote companion, Sir John Conroy, she was ready to lose her friggin' mind. To go from having no work at all to having to look at piles of paperwork every single day, literally overnight, was pretty rough. So she thought, all right, maybe I can get an assistant. Okay, maybe I can get a better assistant than this. All right, let's not get crazy. Here we go. The Viscount, Lord Melbourne, is Britain's Prime Minister currently, and she is smitten with the older man. She thinks, man, he's going to be like, forget the paperwork, honey. But he wouldn't say forget. And then she'd have a man, and she would have no more paperwork to do. Woohoo! She was reminded, however, that after all, she was the queen, and a queen can't marry a widow or a viscount. So Victoria was crushed. Oh, the humanity! Did I mention that she was really, really sad about not being able to have her Lord Melbourne? Well, anyway, they were going to have to work it out and be professional and just be work colleagues of a sort. And she did have an awful lot of work to do. Did I mention that she was an 18-year-old queen with virtually no training? So her mother's slimy boyfriend and her uncle Leopold, not Fester, who was king of Belgium, again, Leopold, not Fester, put forth the idea of Victoria marrying a young prince. Right, not that prince, but her cousin, Prince Albert of the Duchy of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. The problem was that when Albert visited as a boy years before, he didn't leave a very good impression on Victoria. In fact, it didn't go very well at all. All right, maybe it didn't go quite that badly, but she thought, you know what? I don't even know what that means. Wait, he wishes to keep his hands in his pocket. I think she wanted him to take his hands out of his. You know what? She's just thinking, I just want somebody who doesn't fall asleep at 9 o'clock and, who wants to dance with me. But Prince Albert was more like, well, he was stiff. He was really, really stiff. But then he comes back to see his cousin. He's 20, he's good looking, and man, can he dance. And so he does. And she's blown away. But it's complicated. Will it be enough for Victoria that she's met someone her own age who is a good dance partner and can stay up late, I guess? Is that enough to make for a royal wedding to ensure the future of the English monarchy? Well, you know what? You're going to have to read the book, because I'm not going to tell you. So now let's get to the book itself. Victoria, by Daisy Goodwin, and Daisy Goodwin is the creator and writer of the Victoria PBS Masterpiece series, which is now currently, it's a couple of episodes into season 2, and I would recommend that you read the book. first, then see how it's portrayed by the great, amazing cast that they have on the television show, and get caught up and up to speed in season 2. Now, one of the issues with the book, well, let me start with the prose first. Excellent pacing. I mean, you can tell it's written by somebody who has experience in doing screenplays, or who has experience in writing for television, because the pacing of it is really, really right, spot on. So you're never going to have those dead moments in a novel where you sometimes kind of, skip a few pages because, it's just not keeping your attention. This keeps it all the way through. Pacing is great. To me, the depth of character is where some of the novel falls a little short. It really takes away very little, but you feel like you'd like to have a little bit more depth, a little bit more background, a little bit more information to invest yourself in some of the characters in the novel. I think this is one of those novels where it would have benefited from being a series of novels following Queen Victoria, from her, before she's queen to her reign, which, by the way, was one of the longest in history. She reigned in England for, I think, 64 years. So that's a pretty good long reign of being a queen of a country. But it didn't have any, or at least it doesn't yet have any extra books in the series. But that's kind of like what the TV series is for. So you get to know the characters a lot better if you tune in and watch some of the TV series. But just for the book itself, it was good writing, good pacing, amazing story. Her descriptive voice, Daisy Goodwin's descriptive voice, is amazing, and you really feel yourself there in the 1800s in Queen Victoria's court. I would say on the beg, steal, and borrow guidelines here, definitely borrow this if you want from the library. And if you know somebody who has a copy, I would say go ahead and definitely beg that off of them and see if you can't get through Victoria by Daisy Goodwin. Next time, we're going to be doing an Elizabethan mystery historical fiction novel by Karen Harper, and we'll have that review for you soon. Please press the like button if you like this review. Pick up the book. I'll have the link below to Goodreads for Victoria. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Leave me some comments on what you'd like me to do in the future, or anything you'd like to know about the book and my channel. We'll see you next time, Boo. Be good. Bye, y'all.